If you like to talk about combat sports and you want to join the discussion, click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon next to it and join Knucklehead Nation. What's going on, Knuckleheads? Welcome back to the FightersRep video podcast. Man, it has been a hot minute. This is going to be our FightersRep 9 discussion, our post-mortem live. I want to start this off by apologizing to Knucklehead Nation. I haven't been on live since basically last week because of FightersRep 9, which you see up here. But FightersRep 9 is now done and over with. And my goodness, it was just absolutely crazy this past week for me. But now we're back and better than ever. And, we're going to be tackling all the big fights. And, we're only going to go on a hiatus when something crazy happens, like a FightersRep show. So just to kind of put you guys in the know, FightersRep 9, it went down on Friday, last Friday at the AIM Sportsplex in Seal Beach, California. Big shout out to all the teams, coaches, fighters, fight fans, everybody that came out. Thank you so much, sponsors, everybody else. And it was just absolute madness. I mean, I want to say that it was our best show to date, and we actually sold out and had to turn people away at the door. And that's significant, especially for kickboxing, and especially when you take into consideration that, that venue that we do it in, the AIM Sportsplex, is a large venue. That fits, probably a couple thousand people. But that being said, we had a massive crowd, and we did have to basically turn some people away at some point because it just got too packed. It got too crowded, and, obviously the venue was just sold out, and we had to take into consideration the people's safety. So, but, besides that, which is, obviously an awesome bit of news, it was just an awesome event, our first ever Pro-Am. Freaking badass fights. You can go back and watch the live stream. We'll be uploading all of the fights individually. We've already uploaded 2 of them. We uploaded Caceres versus Vallecillo and also Gabe Silva versus Christian Williams. As you guys know, Silva versus Williams was for the IKF and FightersRep middleweight title, specifically the IKF Southern middleweight title in Unified Rules Kickboxing. And that was a big fight because it's Anderson Silva's son. And, a lot of stuff has sort of transpired from that fight. For instance, we not only had a few people pirate the footage and try to post it on YouTube, which, we eventually got them taken down and filed a couple copyright claims and things like that. But, there was a lot of controversy and fallout pursuant to Anderson Silva's son, Gabe Silva's fight, because, he was arrogant. He was cocky in there, and that kind of, pushed some buttons for some people. And I thought that was pretty funny. People have left comments in the comment section of his fight saying that, he's arrogant and this and that. And, no, there's no news is bad news, really, in this industry, and it's cool to have that little bit of controversy, and he does have shades of his father with that. But one thing I definitely wanted to talk about regarding that fight is he is a very, very talented young man, and I could see him really making waves in combat sports. I'll leave it at that. Also, just, forgive me, it has been a wild week. My hair looks crazy. I look crazy right now, but I just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know we're still here, and we're going to come back to do this thing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Pacific, so be sure to tune in. Another thing I wanted to hit on the fights was, man, just completely action-packed, great fights. From top to bottom. I do think we have the best rule set. I thought the main event was madness. I thought the main event between Milton Arguello and John Garcia was one of the most fantastic
exciting things that I've ever watched live as far as the fight game goes. It was so much fun. Those guys were going at it like a couple of warriors, and it was just an awesome fight all around. I thought the Danny Lozano versus David Yazarian fight was awesome as well. You can definitely go back to the YouTube channel and check out, we did some interviews with some of the guys post-fight. Brief interviews, but, just something to let you get to know them a little bit better. We had 15 fights total on the card. It was just a lot of excitement, a lot of fun. I mean, I remember in that main event, the crowd was just erupting. The sold-out crowd at the Ames Sportsplex for FightersRep 9. They were just going absolutely nuts, and it was awesome. So, I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys, let you know that we're still alive. We are going to be doing this. We are going to be, predicting combat sports and talking about combat sports immediately after the fights. Back to our regularly scheduled programming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific, and immediately after the big fights, typically on Saturday. We've got Bedelian in the chat, our very talented videographer, saying, tell that effing Armenian to post the fights. Can't wait till you post those fights, brother. Also, guys, be on the lookout for the pictures from FightersRep. We've released the first set thanks to Jose Quaresma, the photographer. He did a fantastic job. So that's on Facebook and on our website, FightersRep. But, we will be releasing more either tonight or in the next, day or so. And, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. So, yeah, Gabe Silva, definitely go check out the fight. Tell me what you guys think. Anthony Workin and Ethan Kachon on the co-main event. Also a great fight. Ethan going away with the win. But, Workin putting in some work. A really fun fight. We also had, obviously, the main event. I mean, but, most of the fights on this card, man, were a lot of fun. So I think you guys will enjoy not only the amateur fights, but the pro fights as well. We're going to continue to be putting together these pro-ams. We're going to continue to grow. And, I just wanted to touch base with you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and supporting us. The live stream is at over like 20,000 views right now. So thank you guys for that. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and the bell notification icon next to it. And that's all I've got for you today. I'm going to keep it short, but we are going to be hitting this thing hard again on Friday. So until then, knuckleheads, keep it clean. We'll see you guys soon.